How's it going, YouTube? Unlimited Status is back here, bringing you a GB commentary. This is a 3v3 SnD on Carbon. Now, this was a really good game for me. Not really score-wise. I mean, it was good score-wise, but it wasn't really that great from a score standpoint. But I posted it because there are two really big clutch moments that I had in this game, and I just want you guys to see them. So, my first topic today is, well, how would you guys rate MW3? It means we've only got 3 months. Wait, 3 months, yeah. 3 months until Black Ops 2. And also, what do you expect from Black Ops 2? Like, what are your expectations from a competitive standpoint? What are your expectations from, like, a pub standpoint? And all that other stuff. I think it's going to be a great game, honestly, but I'm just waiting to see if David Vonderhaar actually does how well he did with the competitive world and all that other stuff. Like in Black Ops, I wasn't that great of a search and destroy player. I honestly wasn't great at all, but I was a good capture the flag and domination player. But I don't know. Like I said in one of my past commentaries, in Infinity Ward games, they, for me, are more of a search and destroy oriented base. And in the Activision games that I've played, which is only Black Ops and World at War, of course I didn't play any type of competitive variant in World at War, but Activision games have been more on a variant orient, to me at least. It might be different for you guys, but to me it was variant oriented. And I'm just ready to see. The multiplayer trailer, in my opinion, was okay. If you haven't seen it, you might want to go check it out. Go, just look on the YouTube search bar and type in Black Ops 2 multiplayer reveal trailer. In my opinion, it was okay, but I mean, you never know. Futuristic 2025 is gonna be weird playing a game that nobody knows what's gonna be there, like what guns are gonna be out in 2025 and whatnot, and other stuff like that. I'm just wanting to see what kind of job they've done to it, and I think it'll be fun, but I just hope it will be a good game. I want it to be like Black Ops, but a little bit more on the search and destroy side of MW3, but the variant of Black Ops. Another thing is maps. I'd love to see Black Ops type maps. Firing range, Summit was okay. Summit was good on domination. Capture the flag wasn't really that big. What else? Grid was a great SnD map. Villa was a great SnD map. Villa was a tough one for me. The only two capture the flags were, Havana. Hanoi was a fun capture the flag map, and so was Havana. I mean, they did a great job by making the maps in Black Ops like that, because I mean, you look at it, all the games were fun. All the game types that they had were fun to play. Search and destroy was a little just dull at times, but that was until they dropped the time limit down to 1 minute and 30 seconds. And I want to see that come back, and the whole 6 rounds. If you first to 6 rounds, best of 11 SnD, not best of 7. Or I would like to see best of 9 SnD. First 1 to 5 wins, either way. And need something other than best of 7 in competitive, because, I mean, it's just, some teams are just so good at SnD. I don't want the match to be like 35, like 3 minutes long. And just being 6 rounds is just easier, or it's just more fun to watch. I wouldn't say easier. I mean, it's a reason there's 6 rounds. But that's my opinion. I want to see what your guys' opinion is. I was always a subscriber person when I first started, and I'm still going to be a subscriber person now. I want to hear your voice in the community of what you guys think is going to be a plus for Black Ops 2. I want to see what you're looking forward to. If you've seen anything in the multiplayer reveal that you saw that you think would be fun to use or play, I want to see what you think and what you liked about it and all that other stuff. I just want to know, guys. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, I would love to see competitive be skyrocketing, But I just want a Call of Duty that is fun to play. Modern Warfare 3 was fun for the first month and a half, like 2 or 3 months, and then it just became the same. Black Ops was fun throughout because, like, on my standpoint, like variant-wise, Black Ops, there was more than like 2 or 3 routes you could take. I mean, you always had those really diverse, out-of-the-blue routes that people use, but you also, in Modern Warfare 3, there are only really 2 or 3 main routes you can take. I mean, there's always going to be that in every map, but Black Ops, you could have you have a bunch of secondary routes. Like, let's take firing range, for example. Firing range. You can come out back trailer, up through mid, or through our version of jungle. But jungle, you have one of like 3 different ways you can go. You can go into wood, go out the front, into wood, go out the side towards the flag, or out of wood, just go right behind wood. Like going from back trailer, you can go in trailer, go out mid, in trailer. Well, you don't even have to go in trailer unless you're going out front trailer. But or just go straight back, or just cut straight through mid without going through trailer. I mean, there was just so many different ways you could go with it, and it was just fun because you never knew what they were going to do. You usually didn't see back trailer pushes though in Black Ops. But anyway, other than that, the game, Modern Warfare 3 was just a bunch of basic stuff. They spaced it out. They really spaced it out. There was a lot of head glitches and houses and stuff, like close quarter combats and close quarter combat. You want that long range, and you want that fast pace. Some of those maps are actually pretty big, and you want even maps. Lockdown on MW3 for Capture the Flag is probably one of the most one-sided maps in the game, because you have one side where the flag is back behind the art building, where the neon sign that says art behind that building, and then you have one that is on your right on the middle, right to the right of the spawn on the other side. So I mean, the good side is the side where if you're spawning on where their flag's on the right of you. That's the good side, because all you have to do is make sure they don't get to their flag, and if they overextend trying to get the stop, you just have to have one person watching it and it's game over. On the other side, it's really difficult. It's really different. It's more of a defensive side, and there's maps like Dome. There's no point in putting flags in an area where there's only 2 ways to go in or out on both sides, and then the spawns are just so weird. Like if you're pushing both sides of Dome, like the middle area and the loading docks, they're gonna spawn in Dome, which there's a reason for pressuring that spawn, which in some cases on a defensive standpoint is a good spawn. But on your offensive standpoint, it makes some people kind of mad about it because they want to get in there and get a flagpole as fast as they possibly can. And with them spawning where they are, it just won't happen. But other than that, MW3 has been a decently fun game to play. It's just there's so many little things that they could have fixed that would have made it better. But I mean, I can understand because of like Infinity Ward, that whole situation, since halfway through Black Ops that went down with all their guys quitting and all that other stuff. They really scrounged and made a pretty good game out of it. But that's enough talk about MW3 and Black Ops 2. Let's get on to the gameplay. Yeah, we were down 1-3. I got a very nice, well, a helping 1v3 clutch thanks to the teammate, one of my enemy's teammates. He threw a nade and it blew up a barrel or something, like an oxygen tank, and it blew him up. If it wasn't for that, I would not have been able to pull that clutch off, I don't think, because I was being called out and I was being shot at and all this other stuff. But now it's tied 2-3, and again, I get left in another clutch situation. This time it's only a 1v2, so, I mean, I proved that I can do something in this game. SnD-wise, it's always fun to play SnD in this game. But you see me running around back through the offensive spawn. I'm just going to run around, see a guy's dead body, I don't know. Just run into this top nest area, run, check around corners and stuff, try to see if bomb is down or any of that other stuff, thinking of my smarts. And there's a guy running up the B stairs, so I thought, okay, if he's there, they're planning on getting a plant down right here. And the guy just ran back behind the house again. So you see me try to spray to try to get him to draw out, but then I thought maybe I shot too late, so I just reloaded and backed off. So they got a minute and 25 seconds left in this game, in this round. So they're gonna have to get a bomb off somehow. So I stun into B and I just start running back towards the offensive spawn after I throw a few stuns. And then I see the bomb go down at A. So I'm thinking I'm all the way back in the spawn, and I don't know what I'm going to do to be able to stop this. But I kind of had an idea from the start where he would be, because when you plant the bomb A, you have like one of three options. You either sit behind the bomb, go back into the house, back through the spawn, and go through that mid house. And when I got that hit marker on the nade, I was like, he's still behind the bomb. So I just sprayed at the bomb and got a wallbang through it thanks to my impact ACR. Brought my team back from being down 1-3 to bring it 3-3. And another thing about this game, what made me really mad is they disputed, and I didn't get my PVR until about, I didn't get it working until yesterday. And when that happened, this game happened about, I'd say a month ago or so. I don't know exactly, like 3 weeks ago. And these guys were 13-3. And the sad part is they disputed after, this is third map by the way. They disputed the match, and thanks to the community vote that made them decide, oh, we're gonna vote for the team that has got the higher rank and stuff like that, higher record. We were 3-0 at the time. They got the they had the higher record, so that would be my guess. I don't know if they had fake proof or whatnot, but all I know is that we got the loss for the match. It made me really mad. We got locked from GB just because we lost this game, or just because we got the loss. This is the clutchest kill that I've made since in SnD, since this game's come out. I'm not afraid to admit that. I'm not the clutchest player in the world, but that was huge for my team. And that puts us in a 3v2 situation where, as if I would have gotten killed there, we probably would have lost this game. And I do go down right here from a guy camping right there. But I'm sitting here, my two teammates are pushed over there with me, hoping they will take him out, and they end up finally doing that. So they're going to get that bomb down, and with it being a 1v2 situation, all they have to do is camp the bomb while the bomb is being planted. So it should be planted about now, and you're gonna see the guy jump around the corner and start spraying at my friend. My other teammate, he's just gonna come around the corner and spray him down. But that's a big win for us, and it hates